If you've ever looked at a man and seen who he could be, and that version grabbed your heart, more than the version standing in front of you, this message is yours today. Because falling for potential isn't a romantic flaw. It's an emotional pattern. And once you understand why you do it, you stop confusing glimpses of a man with the reality of who he consistently is. We're shifting that today, right? We are changing that up. If you're ready to stop giving your heart to men who show promise but not consistency, and you want weekly grounding that keeps you in your clarity, subscribe now so you stay connected to your power instead of your fantasies, right? What we're going to do today, here's a rundown. In this episode, right, we're going to talk about why your heart gravitates toward a man's potential, why the idea of him feels stronger than his actual effort, the emotional comfort potential gives you, and the pattern that keeps you stuck in almost relationships, and that thrown skill that breaks attachment to possibility, and the identity shift that helps you choose men who actually show up. By the end of this message, you'll see the difference between what you felt and what was actually happening, right? Let's get it started. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. You give me your time, I give you my best. That's our promise to each other. So here's a cycle. You meet a man, something in him lights you up. Maybe his ambition, his heart, his softness, his depth, his vulnerability, or his charm. Whatever it is, it gives you a glimpse of who he could be if he healed, if he grew, if he tried, if he showed up consistently. And because you're emotionally intuitive, you can feel that future version of him so clearly. It feels real to you. So you lean in. You lean in into that hope. And you begin to justify, explain, wait, interpret, defend, reframe, and give the benefit of the doubt when it's not even deserved. And not because you're naive, but because the vision feels so true and so real to you. You're dating a man, but emotionally attached to a possibility. And it drains you. It exhausts you. It's tiring. And it's not because you're in love with red flags. It's not because you ignore reality. It's not because you don't know better. It's because potential feels emotionally safer than truth. Potential isn't messy. Potential isn't disappointing. Potential doesn't contradict itself. It doesn't give you mixed signals and doesn't do the bare minimum. It is clean, hopeful, optimistic, and it's comforting, right? It offers what reality doesn't. Space to imagine the relationship you want and deserve without confronting the one you have. Potential protects you from heartbreak until reality shows up and breaks your heart anyways. Right? That's what it does. And we all know the truth. It all come to pass eventually. You're not really falling for him, Queen. You're falling for the version of you that you imagine you'd become if he rose to meet you. You're falling for the version of you who is chosen, right? Who's prioritized, who feels safe, who feels adored. The version of you who doesn't have to overwork for love. The version of you who finally gets reciprocity. You're attached to the fantasy because the fantasy is where you feel held. You feel safe. But here's the shift. A fantasy cannot hold you. Only reality can. And the reality is built on patterns, not potential. Potential doesn't work. It's imaginary. We live in the here and now with what's going on, and we see the patterns for what it is. And this is where your clarity begins. Glimpses are the good days, right? The deep conversations, the emotional openings, the sweet words, the baby I'm trying moments, the vulnerability he shows in waves, the early stage effort. But patterns are consistency, communication, emotional follow-through, how he treats you long-term, the effort he repeats, how he responds to conflict, how he shows up when life is not convenient. Glimpses, right? The glimpses tell you who he could be. Those are nice, but fleeting. Patterns tell you who he is right now. And when glimpses and patterns don't match, your heart gets confused. You think you're falling in love, but really you're falling into projection. Let's break that pattern with a new skill, right? The throne skill, right? The throne skill today is evidence over imagination. This is a skill that stops you from choosing men who drain you. It's simple, it's sharp, and it's liberating. When you feel yourself getting attached to a man's potential, ask yourself one question. What is true every week? Not today, not last night, not in the beginning, not when he's trying to win you, not when he's in a good mood, or when he's scared to lose you. But every single week. Here's how to apply it, right? Identify the glimpses. What moment hooked you? Was it his charm, his ambition, his depth, his sweetness, his emotional vulnerability? Call it out. Call out those glimpses, right? Now identify the pattern. Now look at what he consistently does. Is he present, reliable? Does he communicate? Does he keep his word? Does he show emotional leadership in your relationship? Does he treat you with care every week, not just occasionally? Patterns expose capacity. Put them side by side. This is where the truth becomes impossible to ignore. If the glimpses is beautiful, but the pattern is empty, you're in love with the idea, not the man. If the glimpse matches the patterns, you're dealing with someone aligned, right? So put them side by side, look at them, and compare. Make your decision from the pattern, not the hope. This is a sovereign moment. This is the queen in you making a decision. Potential is a maybe. Patterns are facts. Choose facts. Repeat this standard, right? Each and every day. This is your new inner throne mantra. If it's not consistent, it's not real. Say it until your heart understand it. If it's not consistent, it's not real. If it's not consistent, it's not real. If this is giving you clarity and helping you finally separate hope from truth, make sure you're subscribed so these weekly messages keep you centered instead of confused, right? Keep that mantra. It would help you. And here's what happens when you shift love. You stop arguing with reality. You stop trying to fix inconsistent men. You stop waiting to be chosen. Your self-worth rises automatically. Your boundaries stop feeling harsh. Emotional energy comes back to you. And you stop wasting months and years on almost. Stop pouring love into future versions of men who aren't willing to grow today. Reality becomes your filter, not fantasy, right? Not glimpses, but patterns. When this clicks, you become a woman who trusts her own clarity. You choose emotional availability. Stop glamorizing those glimpses. You expect consistency. You honor your needs and walk away cleanly and confidently in yourself. You become the woman who says, I don't build love stories out of potential. I choose men who are ready right now. This is sovereignty. You're walking in your queendom. All right? Take a breath, a real breath. Feel your chest soften. Feel your body unclench. Now hear this. You don't have to wait for someone to become who you deserve. You deserve someone who already is. You deserve someone who already is. Let that settle into your spine, into your body, into your mind, right? Queen, you're not falling and you're not failing at love. You've just been choosing based on hope instead of evidence. But you're waking up now. You're seeing clearly now. You're choosing differently now. If you want to keep growing into the woman who trusts her clarity more than her fantasies, subscribe before you go. I'll see you in the next episode, right? And as always, stay blessed and stay crowned. Have a beautiful day, Queen. Take care.